Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is chapter 93 of His Redeeming Love, and this is the chapter called Work Voluntarily in Salvation Army Op Shop. So, after a while, I got offered the chance to go out of the kitchen. Actually, I had experience in the kitchen, working in the kitchen in Salvation Army, where I met Sarah, and managers changed of the kitchen from Sarah's time onwards, and we got a manager in the kitchen who seemed to think my only use was to wash dishes, and I left a dishwashing job where I got paid $17 an hour, which is a lot of money in American money, but in Australian money, that's what it was paid. You get about $20 an hour now, and I left a job washing dishes, and I said I'd never wash dishes again. And I come to the Salvation Army and was volunteering washing dishes and doing other food preparation in the kitchen, but I didn't mind doing the dishes half the day. But when this new chef came, she just delegated me to washing the dishes all the time, and for a person who's done food prep and worked with chefs and assisted chefs, I wasn't very happy, and I just started to get depressed again that I wasn't having fun washing dishes. And so I got the opportunity to go and work in our opportunity shop, like our op shop, and so that's where we get donated second-hand clothes and knickknacks and all sorts of stuff and furniture, and we sell it there and make a profit, and the profit pays for our homeless centre. And so I worked in the opportunity shop, and I learnt to work on the cash register, and I learnt to sort stock and do different jobs in the shop. My favourite position in the shop was to serve customers, and I was a people person. As with the days of driving taxis, I love to engage with people and talk to people, and so I enjoyed working in the shop, and there were people that came in every day into the shop, and I soon developed a relationship with all of them. And we had, in our suburb, we had all sorts of people come into the shop. The trendy people come into our shop, and gay and lesbians come into our shop, and transsexuals come into our shop. And if you're a person who was very judgmental about people, you'd have a hard time working in our shop. Our shop is actually staffed with one paid staff and volunteers that in the past have been gay, and the Salvation Army have got this tremendous ability to hire and attract volunteers that are from all sorts of walks of life, and they don't seem to discriminate against people. And one of the workers in the shop's name was John, and I really loved him, and he was gay, and he was a tremendous friend, and I really loved him. And so I worked in the shop, and I learned to do the register even when they got FPOS, well, automatic, I'm not sure what you call it in the United States, but automatic funds transfer, so you can use cards and with the computer and stuff. So even when they got that in the shop, I could do that besides cash, and I was surprised with myself that I could do that, and I could do that well. And I had a tremendous relationship with the people in the shop, except one thing came up, apparently, that I was talking too much to customers in the shop, and some of them wanted to leave. And so after about a year of working in the shop, that's what first attracted me to the shop. I have to remember now, the thing that attracted me to the shop was that Sarah got a position to manage the shop, and she asked me to come and be her cashier. And so Sarah worked in the shop for about 6 months, and we were together most days. She did a lot of sorting out the back, but she spent a lot of time out the front at the cashier with me, talking and doing things at the front. And so that was the huge attraction why I left the kitchen washing up and moved up to the shop and started to work in the shop. And everyone seemed to know that I loved Sarah, and I mentioned Sarah a lot. I've mentioned her quite a bit in this book, and she's one of my favourite subjects and one of my favourite friends. And so people didn't really know that I left the kitchen because I didn't like washing up anymore. And we got a new manager in the shop eventually, and I was told that I was working too many hours for a volunteered person. A volunteer person wasn't allowed to work over 20 hours a week, and that was one of the reasons they said I was going to change in the shop. And another reason was that I've started to produce this book, and I also left the shop because I was talking to people too much and distracting them too much, and they thought that there would be a better job for me downstairs making coffee for people. And so that's it.